Oh, g'day mate, 40 here. So I have returned to the scene of where I got baptized, where we got baptized. So 1982, February 1982, we returned home to Australia for my sister's wedding. So I was not yet 16, I was in 10th grade. And before the trip, my mother talked to me about my father thinks it's time, and it may be time for me to get baptized, but it has to come from inside of me. And I probably just thought, oh, you know, this will be the least bit of bother if I just go along with this. And so, get in the water? You want me to get in the water, bro? This water's filled with sharks, mate. You want me in the water? I mean, what about my well-being? What about my safety? So I think it was right along here that we got baptized. So I was not a particularly religious Christian at the time, but I was 15. I was living with my parents, and so it seemed like the thing to do. Just the tip. So I think we got baptized right around here, and so my dad did it, of course, and it was my first time back in Avondale since we left in 1977. I look happy, I feel happy, mate. I'm back in the bong. This is Lake Macquarie. This is, I just passed the Araring, is that how, Araring campgrounds? Which are big Seventh-day Adventist campgrounds where they have week of prayers and things like that. And so I'm back at Avondale College, so it's now Avondale University, the Seventh-day Adventist college where I grew up. And my dad was the chair of the religion department. So there are sharks here, right? There was a big, like, vicious shark attack around here. And I guess they stopped commercial fishing, and so there are more sharks here. But I think it was like, does it look like around here? I mean, this is a day that would forever change our lives, mate. This is like, you know, spiritual epiphany. It's like right around here. We clambered out into Lake Macquarie, and my dad baptized us, and got a photo. And like, what was I gonna do? I was 15 going on 16. I wasn't a rebel like my brother. I wasn't gonna say, nah, not for me. I don't want to be saved. So I think it gave my dad a little bit of peace that, you know, even though I converted to Orthodox Judaism, at least, you know, Christ had first dibs, because I got baptized out here when I was 15. And I was not a particularly religious teenager. Like, I think I steadily got less religious as we moved away from Pacific Union College. And I was going to a secular high school. So it just seemed like one of those awkward things that you need to go through to, you know, so your parents don't worry, and like, who wants your parents worrying about your eternal salvation? It was not terribly consequential, but I do have a photo of it. Maybe I'll post the photo. And I was 15 and got baptized. So spent quite a bit of time out here at Lake Macquarie growing up, in 9 of my first 11 years. So nobody seems to know in Sydney where Coorambong is. So we're going back to Coorambong. Coorambong is near here. The road from Sydney to Coorambong has changed a bit. I didn't remember much of the drive, but Morisset. People know Morisset because it's a train stop. So when people ask where I'm from Sydney, I say, if I say Morisset, they know what I'm talking about. So I drove through Morisset, where I was taking judo classes in 5th grade with my mate. So we drove right past the place where I used to take judo classes. That street seemed familiar. And we used to have a house, I think, near the Macquarie area. And I spent quite a bit of time. So I think this is Dora Creek, or Dora Creek flows near here. This is where I grew up. This is my fair dinkum childhood. And here's the sacred ground on which I was baptized. It's a bit cool and brisk for November. This is late spring, but it's rained every day since I've been here. It's the forces of climate change, right? I remember we once got caught out here on Lake Macquarie, and it was stormy. It was absolutely frightening.